Girls, chicas, I have something. This chick from Singapore is so gangster with it. This is deep, okay? She got revenge. And I just could. Okay, let me get into the story. So this girl from Singapore, she was working with this guy. He was stationed in Singapore, a Taurus, and he's like, I don't know if he's the big wig of the company, because this was a few weeks ago, and I kind of get this story confused, but I'm gonna get it straight, right? So he needed a secretary to work on a project, but she volunteered. She's like, okay, I'll be your secretary, boom. But he was already kind of pursuing her and emailing her, flooding her emails, asking her all kind of questions, saying things like his flowers need to be watered, just indicating and implying that he's a single man. She couldn't figure out, though, like, even though he's doing all this, why won't he contact me on the weekends? Let me see if something in my eye. Let's see. So he wouldn't contact her on the weekends. So let me rewind a little bit, because this story is just so dang on. Like, he said, since you're going to help me with this project and you're my secretary, why don't you book us a room? Book us a room so we can do it, in the room. She's like, okay, he just wants private time with me while we handle our business. I can see that. So she booked a room. She really didn't let me know what happened in between that. So after that, they still work together. He's still being flirtatious, still doing his thing, and she doesn't know if he's single or not. So I don't know did he go to Thailand? I think he went to Thailand and came back. So this big mystery is he will not text her on the weekend. So she emails me like, maybe he's not good at communicating. Like, well, she said she had a Virgo man in the past. He wasn't good at communicating. And I'm like, that's bull. If he can flood your emails or communicate during the week, he can communicate during the weekend. But sometimes Taurus people are fixed on what they have going on and they won't let people interrupt it. I get that. But something was just really suspicious about this. So his birthday was coming up, and she's like, I'm going to send him a cake. I'm going to be sweet. I'm going to send him a cake to his room. I'm missing out on a whole lot of parts, but this is the important part. His birthday was coming up. She's like, I'm going to send this man a cake to his room. So she calls the room about, a few days before or even the day to remind them, you guys, you're going to send that chocolate cake up to his room, boom. And they're like, we have a carrot cake. We don't have a chocolate cake. And she's like, she switched the order back to a chocolate cake. Like, no, I want a chocolate cake sent up to his room for his birthday. So the hotel manager calls her back and was like, there's his wife partner already ordered him a cake to go to the room at 5 p.m. She's devastated. She's crushed. They have a lot of history. They've been working together. He's been flirting with her, complimenting her, just being really sincere. And let me look at some notes. Hold on. What else did he do? All right. So he's been just being really, really acting available, acting single, and he's not. And this has been happening for a long time. So imagine they've had intimate conversations. They've been kicking it. They had a room together. They've been working together. So she's devastated and she's pissed off. So to make a long story short, she's talking to her girl and she's telling them, like, this is why he will not answer his phone on the weekends, And rewind, he did call her on the weekend before. He called her on the weekend and they, talked. He started to become available. So he was probably just getting out on the weekend, sneaking away from his wife. Her and her girl come up with a plot. This girl, Cancer woman, waited till the shift change, sent another cake up to his room with his wife in it, partner wife, 12 a.m. at midnight, and said, happy birthday, my dear. I was just like, I would have wanted a hidden camera in that room to see what that was about. You can't play with people's emotions and you cannot play with their feelings. Now, I'm down for my Taurus people, but how many women can you go around hurting before someone does something? So I bet you she was on the floor cracking up at 12. And when he opened that door, and his wife, partner, maybe they was in the middle of something, drinking champagne, whatever they're doing to celebrate his birthday, a cake comes, another cake, a chocolate cake. She ordered carrot. She probably don't even know what cake he likes. I don't know. Or maybe he sent her off. I don't know the entire story, but she was a gangster with it all the way from Singapore. You can't play with people's feelings. You can't play with their emotions. Like, I really can't blame her. Like, you can't just play people like that. So, happy birthday, Taurus. You got 2 cakes for your birthday. Quit playing games. Me and my chica's not having it. We're just not having it no more. I'm telling you. Stop fucking with us, okay? Boom. I just thought that was like a good story to start the week off. Like, the joke was on you, bud. But now she has to go to work and face him. And I would say I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. Who? What cake? A cake? What's a cake? I wouldn't know what he was. I would deny it. I would deny it all. But that's what happened. Quick little story. I made it short and sweet, so you guys wouldn't have to go through a long video. But don't you like that story? I kind of like that story. I don't like that the wife had to go through it, but maybe she would say, "You dirty bastard. Guess what? Peace. I'm out," and shove the cake in his face or something. And then go in his wallet and take his credit card and go shopping. Get a raw boots and a bag. And then just do what she wants to do. So that's it. Bye. It's Taurus B checking out.